Yeah, so today we have a special guest. And well, she's more than a guest. Now she's gonna be another face. Beautiful first face for Pinky Mindset in Bronzeville. So her name is Amanda. Amanda is a very young entrepreneur woman, and we love to work with her. So I would like to say a lot of things about you, but I prefer you to say who you are. Tell us a little bit more about who is Amanda.
Well, my name, like you said, is Amanda. I'm 29 years young, and as far as who I am an aspiring to be a very, very successful entrepreneur. Um, a little bit of who I am, very strong woman. I am a very powerful individual, besides just being a strong woman.
Yeah, perfect. And I don't have a doubt about that because I remember when I met you that you told me a little about your story life. And something that kept sticking in my mind was about your experience in the Navy.
Yes, so I did do the Navy for 3 years. I went to the Naval Academy, and after the Naval Academy for my 3 years, I decided to transition from military lifestyle to civilian lifestyle, and that was a decision that was for the better of my individual self and for my personal health. And so, for changing from military to civilian lifestyle was a 180 for me, and continued on to do engineering as a field of study for school.
Okay, wow. So as you know, that's Amanda, a powerful woman. Now, welcome Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you to
having
be
me.
here in Pinky Mindset by 1814 in Brownsville. So now she's gonna be in charge of Pinky Mindset here, and we are very excited because she has a lot of ideas, a lot of new vibes. You know, that's that's what the world needs nowadays, right? So now you say something that catch my attention right now. You say, I left the Navy to get to the civilian life. How hard was that?
That was a very difficult decision for me to do. Ideally, when I was looking in my career at a very young age, I envisioned myself becoming a military officer. And as I continued in the military career, I decided it wasn't for me. It was something that didn't align with me. So I decided to make a really big decision of my personal life, my personal career, and leave the military and go on to civilian life. And so when I transferred to civilian life, I had no idea as to what my next step was going to be. So I just knew that ideally that I needed to finish school, and that's something that I didn't think that I wanted to do actually.
So, and you go back to school after you left the Navy?
I did. I went back to school because I was under the impression that I needed school to be a successful individual. In the way the life is now, the way that things are changing, that's not the case. If one does want to do school, great, more power to them. But one doesn't ideally need higher education in the United States to become a successful individual, especially a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah. So, and now that you say a successful entrepreneur, how do you start your entrepreneur path?
So I started my entrepreneur path without even knowing that I was starting it. Back in college is when I did small businesses, started making jewelry, started painting, started doing graphic design, stuff on the side, as far as my main focus, which was my education, my engineering career that I thought that I was going to do. And so it wasn't until after I graduated high school or college, after I graduated college and applied for multiple positions in the engineering field and had a position to be for a makerspace advisor at the Brownsville Library, is when I decided to take the power into my own hands after I had been turned off for a position as such, to take the power into my own hands and use my skills that I have, that I see in myself, for the better of myself and my personal career.
So you was very aware about the power that you had.
Oh, yes, I knew that I had many skills and to offer to people, and all of my skills weren't being utilized in the proper way.
That's cool. That's super cool because I really believe that that's something that you have to be very aware about what is your value or what is your worth, right?
Yeah, yes.
And then you have to start to work on something that is really, really, really important. And as you say, mindset. You mentioned the mind. What role does your mindset play now that you are as an entrepreneur?
It plays everything. It accounts for about 90% of my day. It accounts for mindset accounts for 90% of the job itself, the entrepreneurial lifestyle. If your mindset isn't in the right place, if your mindset isn't strong enough, then it's going to be difficult, not impossible, but difficult to continue on into the entrepreneurial life and career.
Why?
Because if your mindset isn't there, then you're giving into your excuses, you're giving into other people's opinions, and you're allowing other outside influences to control what essentially is your personal outcome. And so having the mindset personally is really important so that you can have the success that you want to see in your life.
That's true. And they say a lot that tell me who you surround yourself and I'm gonna tell you who you are gonna become. Do you believe in that?
Oh yes, most definitely. Especially starting in this company, or in the company of 1814, working with the Magic Water campaign, and surrounding myself with you, other people that have this company aside of other ventures outside of the door to door is really important because it shows others that it's possible. You could do two things. You could be powerful to do more than what you never envisioned that you would be doing. So it's good to have that motivation to speak of those ideas and to have people that understand that it takes a really strong mindset to be in this field.
It's like feeding your mind, no?
Yeah.
It's like if we have to do like analogy, it's like similar to feeding your mind. Surround yourself with people that is gonna be motivating to do better, 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 better.
Exactly.
Better, right? So now you mentioned door to door. So that's, I imagine that's the industry that you are as an entrepreneur. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is my main focus, is door to door in the entrepreneurial industry, and it was never anything that I envisioned myself to be doing. Like I said, early on in my career that I was envisioning myself, I thought I was going to become a naval officer, going to do a 20-year career in the military, and left the military, like I said, for civilian lifestyle. So then when I transitioned to the civilian lifestyle, I had no idea as to what my next step was going to be. So then I thought that engineering was going to be my go-to, my success,
Your future, no?
my future, yeah. And when other companies, other places weren't seeing the same potential that I had in myself, is when I decided to take those matters into my own hands and put my potential in my own hands so that I could grow personally and professionally.
So now in that industry, you feel that you had that opportunity?
Oh yes, most definitely. It's more so that, like we said, mindset, that you have to have that belief in yourself that you can become that person.
That's true. And you will. You are now.
I am.
You are doing it. And now that we are talking about mindset, so this topic is something that everybody says. Now you know the quotes and everybody's saying like stronger than your excuses. Be strong than your excuses. So have you ever had excuses to stop yourself or to make you feel that, oh my god, I want to throw in the towel? Like, oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah, there are many excuses as to why you might want to throw in the towel. Excuses as to it's not something that's certain. It's being comfortable in the uncertainty of it, there's the excuse of, well, the what ifs. What if they don't like me? What if I can't make it?
The unknown word.
The unknown.
Yeah.
And so, being stronger than your excuses is something really important to do in this field, because there are a multitude of excuses that your brain can think of, but it's also your own responsibility to be stronger than the excuses that your brain is
Because
coming up with.
you're bringing that excuses to your mind.
Exactly.
So you are the one that has to be responsible of control your mind.
Correct.
What kind of excuses come to your mind when one day you say like, oh my God, I don't know if I need to stop this? Give me an example.
An example would be outside forces. It's too hot to go out and knock doors today. It's too cold to be out knocking doors today. This is, I can't believe that I don't know the language that these people are speaking. Well, then those are excuses. It's something that you could overcome. It's stuff that you could be prepared for, and stuff that you could learn so that you could grow as a person.
And you will?
Yes.
When you are doing that, what keeps you going? Like, how can you stop thinking on the excuse and now start to keep going? How do you control that? Because I see it like this. It's like a cricket telling you something when you have that idea in your mind, like, oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's too hot. Oh my God, I don't know if I need to go. So that's like someone telling you, don't do it. No?
Yeah.
So how do you work with that, and how do you make yourself keep going?
So personally, how I make myself keep going is knowing that I will essentially be providing something better for the people that I interact with. So back in college, I studied manufacturing engineering, and P&G is Procter and Gamble is a really big company that that gives any cleaning product, anything that you have in your house. Pretty sure Procter and Gamble created it. Your laundry soap, your dish soap, your body wash, stuff like that. And so I personally, it's more of a environmental thing.
Okay.
I'm a little bit about saving the environment. And so it didn't sit right with me that a big company like that wasn't moving towards being more sustainable. And so how is one individual gonna try to change how this, 500 company change the way that they produce and they make their stuff? Well, that's a very, very difficult thing to do as an individual for a company that's been existing for well over 100 years. Starting with this, I saw an opportunity to take out Procter and Gamble from the outside by not having people buy bottled waters, and not having people, providing people with better soaps, stuff that less plastic use.
So you
within the
find a
house.
reason why of how to do or how to live your seat to the world,
Yeah,
like helping the world, like do a change in the world.
exactly.
That keeps you going.
Yes.
That's what you say, like, okay, this is the reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I can't stop because of this.
Exactly.
Okay, that's super cool. Because you never imagine, a lot of people sometimes think like, no, it's just about money. And I don't think it's just about money.
It's an outcome. It's an awesome outcome.
It's gonna be the reward,
Yeah.
but it's not the reason why.
No.
Wow.
It can't solely just be because of the money. Because money is awesome, but if you're just solely doing it just because of the money, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to continue on. You have to have a vision that's something bigger than your personal self.
That's true. I really believe that, because when we are talking about mindset, I think that everything is connected, no? As an entrepreneur, mindset, yeah, you're doing something because the reward is going to be the money, but we have to have a reason bigger than just the money to keep my mind strong and keep moving myself,
Exactly.
even when it's like storms, like haircut, no? Like,
Yeah. Or even when you're getting, a lot of people that are grumpy, you might have come into someone that had a bad day and they take it out on you. So then it's up to our own personal mindset to understand that that's a force outside of your control. That's their issue. That's their problem. Maybe tomorrow might be a different day. Maybe they may be happier.
So you have to learn how to block
Yeah.
that negativity for your mindset,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's true. So I believe in that phrase that says, as I say at the beginning, like, tell me who you surround and tell me how you're gonna become. And if you surround or you allow a lot of negativity, people talk to you, at the end of the day, your mind is gonna be thinking negativity.
Yeah, exactly. But if you surround yourself with people that believe in you and that believe in themselves, well, then your mindset is going to be stronger than all the negative that you come across.
And you're gonna start to believe more on you. So do you think, now that we're talking about that, do you think it's important to keep growing your mindset in order to be successful in your entrepreneur life?
Yes, it's most definitely important to continue to improve the skill of having a strong mindset. And not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. There are days that are going to be a
I
little
love
bit.
that.
There are days that are going to be a little bit difficult, that you might doubt oneself, that is this right for me? Am I doing something the correct thing for myself? And so having the strong mindset and the tools to have the strong mindset is really important, so that you could overcome those doubts and those fears.
What tools are you talking about? Like,
Personal tools, like you said, surrounding yourself with people that have the belief that you can do it as well, belief in themselves, as well as, well, personally, what I like to do is set up my day as that I intend to wake up in the best possible situation. And before I go to bed, I intend to wake up in the best possible situation. So it's something that you have to do right before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up, before you have any outside forces trying to come in and break what you have.
yeah, because at the end of the day, we're human.
Yeah.
Human has feelings, emotions, you
Yes.
know? So we just need to learn how to focus on the beautiful, see the positive, and even learn about the negativity. You don't think so?
Yeah, so with negativity, I like to, because there's going to be a lot of negative people that might be envious without even knowing that they're envious of you, and they're going to try to transmit that negativity to you. So as having a strong mindset is knowing how to transmit that negative energy and changing into positive
Into
energy.
positive. Yeah.
It's energy itself. So if it comes negative, well then your strong mindset will change it to a positive outcome.
I
Positive
love
energy.
that. I love that. And now it makes sense why you are become so successful in this industry, because like it's a hard industry. I know it. I start like that. So it's a really hard, and it's everything about mind. As you say at the beginning, you say it's 90%. That's how I consider too. It's like your mind is gonna tell you, don't do it or do it. Keep doing it. You can do it. You are stronger than your skills. And really, it's just gonna be about what decision do you decide to take for yourself and for your future.
Exactly.
Agree?
Yeah.
So and now, what advice can you give to the ladies that are watching us and that are listening to us about how to maintain her mindset strong and not to give up? There is a lot of women that are outside that are starting in the entrepreneur life, but sometimes doubts comes to the mind, you know, like, oh my god, I don't know if I had everything what requires to be as an entrepreneur. Like, what can you tell them to keep going, maintain your strong mindset, and keep working on that mind?
So it's gonna sound a little silly. Part of having this strong mindset is somewhat being delusional, is being in the mind of, I already have it, I'm already there, I'm already successful, I'm already at the top level. And also I set myself up sometimes in the morning, listen to some songs that ideally say, I am that bitch, I'm that bitch. And I say that in the sense of, I'm that successful person, I'm that strong woman, I am the person that I envision other people see me being powerful and strong and confident. So that's stuff that I do, and I would recommend other people to, believe in themselves and be that person.
So start to believe more in you.
Yeah.
Like, stand up in front of a mirror and say, I am that powerful woman.
Exactly.
I am that chingona, no? I am.
Yes.
That's true. That's something that I do too. Every morning I stand up in front of a mirror and I'm like, oh my God, look at that lady.
Yes. It's also partially self-love. You know, looking at yourself in the mirror, like you said, and wow, I admire what I see across from me.
Yeah.
That person that I see is doing the things that I wanted to do 5-6 years ago. Now I'm doing it. Now what am I going to do to be better than what I was yesterday?
It's just everything I consider is everything is just about small steps.
Oh yeah. It's kind of difficult to climb a ladder that has big jumps to it.
That's true.
It's easier to climb a ladder that has very small steps to it, and you're still going to get to the top.
It says like progress, it's a small progress, even it's progress.
Yeah.
Still progress.
Yes.
Did you agree?
Almost definitely.
And I really believe that that's something that we have to consider to keep growing our mindset. Sometimes we get stuck in that mind like, oh my God, I don't feel I am growing. Oh my God, I don't feel I have what I believe that I want to have. Oh my God, I don't know. I have been doing this for so many years or so many months and I don't see any progress. But I really believe that you have to go back and see and pay attention because every small progress is still progress.
Yes.
It's like the gym.
Yeah, most definitely. 5 years ago you could have been squatting just the bar, and now you're squatting the bar and the big plates.
That's true. Even the squat, when you're doing the squat, sometimes there is people, when I start, you don't do the posture correct.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you learn how to do the posture correct, it's still progress.
Yeah.
That's a big difference to become the successful life that you want to do. It's the same in the entrepreneur life. Small progress is still progress in your mindset. So it's really good to keep just watching or paying attention on what's the small progress that you are accomplished to your life to become stronger and stronger and stronger in your path as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes. Yes.
So, well, thank you so much, Amanda. I love to have this conversation. I really believe that, yeah, be stronger than your excuse is going to take you farther. And it's going to have the success that you are looking for. It's going to make you accomplish all the success that we are looking for as a woman. So, now that everybody that is watching us, go and follow us. Remember, you can listen this podcast in Spotify, Pinky Mindset by 1814. Also, we have the Instagram, Pinky Mindset by 1814. You can go and follow us. If you are an entrepreneur woman, a strong woman, or probably you are starting in the path as an entrepreneur and you're like, oh my God, I connect with Amanda. I really like to meet Amanda. I would like to meet Amanda. So just DM us and we're going to connect you with Amanda. Amanda, what is your social media?
So my social media is Magic Water Amanda on Instagram.
Perfect. So you can go and follow her. She can give you more advices, more tips about how she was doing it since she decided to leave the Navy and adapt to the civilian life. And now she's doing really good. She has been here for a year already.
Yes.
What is really cool. And it's something to celebrate because that means that Amanda keeps growing that mindset and she's coming stronger. So thank you to watching us and listen to us. See you next episode.